My name is Lohren, and I teach at Belfair, and this is my disciple here, Wallace Hamilton. Today we would like to discuss how to start to swing with the left shoulder and what that really means, okay? In golf, the left shoulder starts at right angles to the spine. So what I mean by that is that here's one part of your spine here, and here's the other part up here. There's a different angle, okay? This part up here determines the way the shoulder starts, this part here. So I want to show you, if you just let me show them that, this is the angle of the upper spine right here, in her case, and in most people's cases. Okay, now, if this was the shoulders right here, okay, then there's a right angle here, as you can see, and the shoulder, this is the left shoulder right here. It will start at right angles to that spine, like this. If the spine was straight up and down like I am right now, and here's the spine, then it would be perfectly horizontal to the ground. But because the right hand was lower than the left, the right shoulder was lower than the left, and the ball's on the ground, there's an angle up there in that upper spine. So when that left shoulder starts, it starts down a little bit when it starts, a little bit down because it's at right angles to the spine, which the spine is bent forward and bent over, okay? Now I'd like her to demonstrate that, and I will show you how it goes down, okay? Taking a dress position. Now here's where her shoulder is right now, and when she starts it, it moved down to here. So if you could just move away just for a second, you can see that it went from this point to this point, okay? Now if you could do that again, I'm going to show them that again. Here it is here, and it went down to here. Now the second part of the turn, she's only halfway back. The second part of the turn, go ahead, that shoulder did not go down anymore. It went parallel to the ground or level. The reason for that is, at the second part of the turn, the right arm bends. When the right arm bends, the turn changes from a circle. When both arms are the same length during the takeaway, the shoulder is going down at right angles to the spine, and you're making a circle. But once the right arm bends and the shoulder goes horizontal, then the swing changes from a circle to an oblong egg-shaped ellipse. It's an ellipse. Now that is the nature of a turn. A turn has two angles to it. The beginning at right angles to the spine when both arms don't change their length. When the right arm is bending, the swing changes from a circle to an ellipse, or it's oblong. Therefore, in my book, I emphasize that you do not try to make a turn, because if you try to make a turn, you will definitely ignore those two angles, and they'll be blended, they'll be run together where it won't be correct. So what I say in my book is, many times, just start the turn. That's all you can do to make it correct. And then the arms, which are swinging when you start the turn, and I mention in my book 118 times the word swing, so that when you start that turn, there's a swinging type motion. It might be a fast swing, it might be a slow swing, whatever is natural to you. And when you start that swing, the arms will then, they start swinging, and they'll pull the shoulder around and make it, in effect, turn. So you don't need to try to make a turn. A turn is like a barrel on the edge of a hill, that when you just nudge that barrel, it runs down the hill on its own. So if you just start the turn will take place automatically. Now I want to show you in what direction you should start the turn. If you just take an address position, and I take a point between the shoulder and the chin, halfway, floating between here and there, let's say right here and below the chin, right there. If that shoulder starts towards that point, you've started to swing correctly. That'll extend the club straight away rather than sucking it inside. That'll give you the correct arc. It'll ensure you that you stay right around your center. It'll give you a coil, and it'll create the correct plane. Now I hope all that takes the mystery out of starting with the left shoulder. I enjoyed talking about that because it's probably the most important thing in the golf swing. Not probably, it is. And I hope that, and I know Wallace enjoys teaching that left shoulder and playing with it. And if you watch all the great players on the tour, you'll see that they all make that motion. It's the primary motion of a golf swing. And I hope this helps you and that you enjoy your game. Thank you.